Hello, students. Good day. So, for today's lesson, we are going to discuss the second example of linear programming. So, I have here a problem. By the way, this problem is just related, no, on what we have discussed last time, yung example number 1. So, let me read to you the problem. A small shoe manufacturer. Sorry, it should be a shoe. Patos dapat shoe. A small shoe manufacturer have two style of shoes. We have the Oxford shoes and the loafers shoes. There are two machines, and the two machines are used in the process. We have the cutting machine and the sewing machine. So each type of shoes requires 15 minutes per pair on the cutting machine. While for Oxford requires 10 minutes for sewing per pair, and loafers requires 20 minutes of sewing per pair. Again let's go back. Sa cutting machine, both Oxford and loafers requires 15 minutes per pair on the cutting machine. While on the sewing machine, Oxford requires 10 minutes, while loafers requires 20 minutes. Because the manufacturer can hire only one operator for each machine, each process is available for just 8 hours per day. If the profit is $15 on each pair of Oxfords and $20 on each pair of loafers, how many pairs of each type should be produced per day for the maximum profit? Take note, maximum. The clue here is maximum. So maximization ito, maximizing. Okay, so highlight natin yung maximum. For the step 1, we are going to organize or create a data based on the table. Create a table rather based on the data given. Again, for step 1, we are going to create a table based on the data given. So let's have this one, no? The time on cutting machine. There are two machines, the time in cutting machines. At sa baba, I'm on sewing machines. Machine lab rather. And then yung sa baba, it's the profit. This one is for the Oxford. Oxford, ito na shoes. This one is for the loafers shoes. And this is the time available. Ano ganing time available? Yung pwede lang nila, it's 8 hours. Tama, di ba? Nakalagay sa problem na the availability of the time is they can finish it for 8 hours kasi there is one operator only. So the time available, which is di ba, you're going to maximize, di ba? It's the maximum, di ba? Yan. It's 8 hours. 8 din sa kabila. Note, nakalagay sa problem, each process is available for just 8 hours per day. So silang dapat dalawa 8. Now, sir, I have a concern, sir ba? It was indicated in the problem that for Oxford for cutting machine, no, for Oxford and loafers, the same sila ng 15 minutes. Okay? The same sila by 15 minutes. Now, take note, the time available here is 8 hours. Diba? 8 hours ang given. 8 hours ang given, ang binigay. Sir, minutes. Tapos naka-hours. Ano yung gagawin namin, sir? You are going to convert this 15 minutes by hour. By the way, how many minutes are there in 1 hour? It's 60. So 15 divided by 60, this 15 minutes is equivalent to 1/4 hours. Okay, again, 15 minutes is equivalent to 1/4 hour. Same din dito, 1/4 hour din ito. Sir, bakit need namin i-convert? It's because the given states that naka-minutes siya, 15 minutes for both Oxford and loafers in the cutting machine. And the time availability is 8 hours. So dapat parehas sila, dapat consistent, dapat parehas sila na hour. Okay? Per day, pag ito, 8 hours per day. Kalimot ko per day. Now, for the time on sewing machine, for the sewing machine, for Oxford, it requires 10 minutes. And for the loafers, it requires 20 minutes. And again, we are going to convert this one, the minutes, into hours. 10 minutes is how many hours? Convert that one. Again, in 1 hour, there are 60 minutes. So 10 minutes divided by 60, and that is 1/6. 1/6 hour. Meanwhile, for 20 minutes, 100 divided by 60, and that's 1/3 hour. And what is the profit? Not the profit they will make, no? We have, di ba? Ano yung profit nakalagay? $15 on each Oxford. So 15 nakalagay dito. And $20 on each pair of loafers. 20 dito. Again na nakalagay sa problem. The profit is $15 on each pair of Oxfords. So 15 nakalagay dito. Then $20 in each pair of loafers. 20 nakalagay dito. Now, we have now we have completed rather the table. Yeah, we have organized the table. Now let's proceed to the step 2. Step 2 is determining and defining the variables. So we are going to base on the table. Now I've mentioned last time that it's your choice sino si X dito at saka sino si Y. Again, it's your choice kung sino si X dito at saka sino si Y. So depende sa inyo si X ba si loafers or si Oxford or si X ang loafers. But for me, ako yung tatanungin ninyo, ito talaga yung X ko always, yung mauna, no, sa table. But again, it's your choice because we will arrive the same answer. Parehas lang man yung sagot nila. So for me, para uniform din tayo, our X is the number of pairs, no? Pairs of shoes. Pairs of Oxford made daily. Then the second is the number of pairs of loafers made daily. Alam naman natin that P is what is P? P is the profit. Diba? Alam naman natin that P is the profit. Total daily profit. Sorry, mamali akong pag-pronounce, no? Total daily profit. Yan. Now, we're done with the step 1 and step 2. For step 3, we are going to formulate the objective function. Take note, the objective function is to decide how many of each. Wait lang, wala na check. Wala na edit siya. Yeah. How many each pair of shoes should be produced each day to maximize profit? Again, how many pairs of shoes should be produced each day to maximize profit? So what's the objective function? So our objective function, alam naman natin. Take note, maximize ha, maximum profit man tayo, maximum profit. It's maximize. Maximize. Then our profit is P is equal to, we have, diba ito yung X natin, X is si Oxford, loafers is si Y. So you have 15X plus 20Y. Okay? And then, after that one, let's proceed to our step 4. The step 4 is formulation of the constraint inequalities. Again, the formulation of the constraint inequalities. Kapiyon lang siguro na ako ni para dali. Yan. Kapiyon lang na ako ni siya ha, para easy. Wait lang. Ring sa baba. Yan. Again, alam naman natin that Oxford is X and loafers is Y. So we can create an equation, no? Yeah, we can create an equation. Sir, okay lang ba fraction equation? Wala problema. It's 1/4 hour, 1/4 X plus 1/4 Y is equal to 8. Again, 1/4 x is equal to 1/4 y is equal to 8. Sir, lesura ana, sir. Uy, kay fraction man. Ay, wait, I forgot. Not equals. Sorry. Maximize man o maximum, it's less than or equal to. Aga na maximize man or maximum, it's less than or equal to ang symbol na gagamitin natin. Take note ha, maximum. Maximize ang ating gagawin. The inequality symbol is less than or equal to. Now, let's go back. Sir, fraction man ito, sir. Pwede i-whole number yan siya? Yeah, you can convert this equation inequality into whole number. Again, pwede nyo ito gagawin into whole number. So, sir, paano? Now, take note, both variables, x and y, no, the constants are 1/4. Now, the denominator is 4. The LCD, yes, find the LCD. So, the LCD is 4. So, ang gawin nyo lang dito, i-multiply nyo lang siya both sides, no? Magiging x plus y is equal to 32. Yan. Maging ganito na yung new equation ninyo. Again, so bakit naging ganyan? Again, fraction, di ba, yung x and y ninyo? Then they have the same denominator and the least common denominator, or should I say the LCD, is 4. So multiply both sides by 4. Again, multiply both sides by 4 and that becomes x plus y is less than or equal to 32. So para dili mo ma-stress ba nga fraction sa i-whole number nato. Now let's proceed to our another table, another constraints, no? Another constraints we have here. So 10 minutes is 1/6 x plus 1/3 y less than or equal to 8. Sir, again, sir, fraction na naman ulit. Fraction na naman siya. So we can convert this one into whole number. Again, we can convert this one into whole number. So sir, iba-iba man sila ng fraction. For x is 1/6 and for y is 1/3. Now the denominator is 6 and another denominator is 3. So what is the LCD of 6 and 3? The LCD is 6. Again, the LCD, or I mean the least common multiple of 6 and 3 is 6. Or the LCD of 1/6 and 1/3 is 6. No? So, yeah, multiply both sides by 6. Yeah, multiply mo siya both sides by 6. So, it becomes x plus 2y is less than or equal to 48. Maging ganito na yung equation natin. Then, itong dalawa ha, ito siya at saka ito yung naka-whole number, yun yung gagamitin natin for solving. Again, yan yung gagamitin natin for solving. And lastly, we do not forget to include the non-negativity constraints. Again, we do not include the non-negativity constraints here. Now, for the before we will proceed to the solving part, we will create linear programming model. Again, we will create the linear programming model, and we have completed, no? We have completed our step 3 and step 4, so we can now create a linear programming model. Our objective function based on our step 3, our objective function is ito. I-paste ko na lang para mas easy. Yan. Next, our constraints, no? Our constraints are subject to itong dalawang equation natin. These are our constraints. This one. Then the other one is ito. Ay, sorry. Wait lang ha, ano na control E man. Ano lang. Then, of course, we do not forget the non-negativity constraints. Kamo na pili. Kani ba tanan or kani? Pwede ra kani lang ha. The non-negativity constraints, pwede ra kani. Okay, yan. Kompleto na tayo. We have now our linear programming model. So this time, let's solve. Again, solve na tayo. So let's proceed to my virtual whiteboard. Okay, we will solve, no? Okay, let's have the same the same process on what we did last time, no? Yeah, it's the same lang natin. The first constraint, yung pinakauna ha, first constraint. Ay, wait, bakit red? Blue. Okay. Ano naman, kabila, second constraint then, let x is equal to 0 then. Then we have the two equations, diba? Again, we have the two equations. We have our first constraint, we have x plus y. No? We have our x plus y is equal to 32. Again, sir, less than or equal man to nandoon, sir. Yeah, gagawin natin equal lang. Again ha, for the solving, gawin natin, i-transform natin siya into equal. Again, for the solving, i-transform natin siya into equal. So, dito x plus 2y is equal to 48. So, let x is 0. So, 0 plus y is equal to 32. So, y is equal to 32. And through this, we can create an ordered pair, 0, 32. And for the second constraint, 0 plus 2y is equal to 48. Okay, 2y is equal to 48. Divide both sides by 2. Again, divide both sides by 2. So y is 24. And yes, we can create an ordered pair through this. We have 0, 24. Another, we have, diba, let y is equal to 0. We're done with the let x is 0. This time, let y is equal to 0. So x, same equation. Again, same equation for the first constraint. So x plus 0 is equal to 32. So x is equal to 32. So you have 32, 0. Again, you have 32, 0. Next, dito naman, x plus 2y is equal to 48. You need to let y 0. So x plus 2 times 0 is equal to 48. So x plus 0 is equal to 48. Then x is equal to 48. Then we can create an ordered pair, 48, 0. Now, diba, we have the corner points, diba? Last time, I have discussed the corner points. So, diretso na tayo dito, no? Sino sa kanila yung pipiliin natin for corner points? Again, sino sa kanila ang pipiliin natin for corner points? Now, since the objective function is maximum, again, since the objective function is maximum, so dito, sino sa kanilang dalawa yung pipiliin natin? Again, sino sa kanilang dalawa yung pipiliin natin? So, maximum man tayo, I've mentioned last time na pag maximum, ang pipiliin mo is yung maliit. Okay? Maximizing, maliit. So, ito 32. X na yan siya. Ito, 24. So, ito yung pipiliin natin. Again, ito yung pipiliin natin kasi mas malaki man yung 32 kaysa ka 24. Tama, di ba? Mas malaki yung 32 kaysa ka 24. And again, for maximum, we will choose yung maliit for the corner points. Dito naman, sinong mas malaki, 32 o 48? Mas malaki ang 48, tama? Mas malaki ang 48, so x ito, check ito. So, meron na tayong corner points, no? Dalawa. Again, itong mga naka-check, these are parts of the corner points. Again, kasali yan sila sa corner points natin. So, yeah, we will, we will list down siguro diretso the corner points. Okay. We have now the, okay, by the way, I forgot. I almost forgot. Take note, this is maximum, maximizing profit, or maximize. Again na ba sa maximum or maximize, kasali na agad for corner points is 0, the origin. Again na, please take note of this one. Please take note. Pag maximum or maximize, kasali na agad sa corner points si 0, 0. Next, we have also yung dalawang check dito, dalawang check. It's 0, 24. Another 32 and 0. So may kulang pa tayong isa. There are 4 corner points for maximum. Again, there are 4 corner points sa maximum. Kulangan pa ng isa. And sir, ano yung isa, sir? Yung isa is the intersection of the two constraints. Again, yung isang kulang dito sa corner points is the intersection of the two constraints. So sir, kukunin pa namin yung intersection ng dalawang constraints? Yes. Okay? Kukunin pa ninyo ang intersection ng dalawang constraints. Di ba yan yung technique, di ba, the shortcut, no? To get the maximum profit, automatically the intersection of the two constraints is the correct answer. Di ba yan yung sinabi ko last time for the two equations? But it is not applicable to all, ha? But later, we can apply the technique. Sige, let's solve rather the intersection between constraints. So there are two constraints now. There are two constraints. We have x plus y is equal to 32 and x plus 2y is equal to 48. Okay. So apply system of linear equation. Again, apply system of linear equation. So solve nyo ito. I think review your algebra na lesson. No? Again, review your algebra na lesson. So anong gagawin na lang natin? Yes, ang gagawin na lang natin is multiply both sides by -1. Okay? Multiply by -1. It becomes -x minus y is equal to -32. Plus x plus 2y is equal to 48. We will use elimination method. Again, we will use elimination method. Now, there are a lot of ways on how to solve system of linear equation, and one of them is the elimination method. Meron din tayong substitution method, so it's up to you, no? So in this process, I applied elimination method. So I multiplied the numerator by -1 para ma-cancel. So ma-cancel ito, ma-cancel. Kaya plus man, no? Plus ang operation. So -y plus 2y is y. -32 plus 48 is 16. So we have already the value of y. Again, we have already the value of y. Now, meron na tayong y, so we will solve for x. It's up to you kung ano yung gagamitin ninyo. Yung first equation ba, or first constraint, or second constraint. Again, to solve for the x, it's up to you kung sino yung equation na gagamitin ninyo to solve for the x. It's either the first constraint or the second constraint. So I will use the first equation, the first constraint, no? Substitute our y is which is 16. And then we combine like terms. Yes, we combine like terms. And x is 16. So we can create, no, the intersection of the two constraints is 16, 16. Again, the intersection of the two constraints is 16, 16. So kasali yan siya sa ating corner points. Again, there are 4 corner points for maximum. Again, there are 4 corner points for maximum. And including na doon yung 0, 0. Yes, automatically kasali na talaga si 0, 0 for the corner points. Now, we have the corner points. So ang next step natin is to substitute these corner points to our objective function. Again, we are going to substitute our corner point to our objective function. So our objective function we have is equal to 15x plus 20y. Ito yung objective function natin. So we will solve, no, and we will use each corner point to get the maximum profit. Let's have this one at 0.00. At 0.00, we have this one. Paste ko na lang dito ito, no? Para easy. So we have 15 times 0 plus 20 times 0. So the answer is 0. Again, 15 0 plus 20 times 0. The answer is 0. Okay. $0. Dollar ha, dollar kay kasi dollar man yung ano kanina. What's the symbol of dollar? This, di ba? Yeah, that's the symbol for dollar, $0. Next, at 0.024. So, the equation, 15 times 0 plus 20 times 24. Oh my God, nabili na akong calcu. Okay. 15 times 0 plus 20 times 24. The answer is 480. Again, the answer is $480. Next, at 0.3220. Okay, substitute 15 times 32 plus 20 times 0. So the answer is 15 times 32, still $480 pa rin. Okay? Still $480 pa rin. At lastly, we will use the point of intersection, which is 1616. We have here 15 times 16 plus 20 times 16. Okay? The answer is 320 plus 240. It's 560. Okay? The answer is $560. So, diba, sino yung pinakamalaki dito sa apat? Again, maximum profit, di ba? Okay? Sino yung maximizing profit? Sino yung pinakamalaki sa apat? Of course, ito. Okay? Ito yung maximum profit. Again, yan yung sagot natin. So, I will save this one, no? Kasi ipopost ko sa ating Word. This is the step 5, no? This is the step 5. Okay, let's go back to our Microsoft Word. Yan. So we have found out that the point of intersection between the constraints, no? Okay, so it's 1616. Okay, it gives us the maximum profit. Again, it gives us the maximum profit. So the profit of 560